Hello guys, welcome back to class. In this session, we'll start a new topic called literals. In the previous session, we have seen data types and variables. Now we'll start with new topic, literals. Literals are also called as values. So whatever values you are using in your program, we are talking about those values. Literals are nothing but values only, simple values. And these are constant values, fixed values. So throughout the program, whatever values you use, those are the literals. What we have to study about the literals? We will have a types of literals again. So what are the types of literals are there? How to use those is the agenda of this particular topic. For example, you consider you are declaring a variable like this, int x equals to 99. So tell me, what is this? What is int here? What is int here, guys? What is the int here? That is a data type. Very good. That's a data type. What is x? X is a variable. What is 99? Is a value. Is a value. This is nothing but the value. This is a literal. This is a literal. And you take another case. For example, I have Boolean b equals to true. So here, Boolean is a data type, b is a variable, and true is the literal. True is the literal. And you can take string str equals to sri. So in this, again, string is a data type. Data type means it can be a primitive data type, it can be a reference data type, whatever is a data type. Str is a variable. The variable can be a primitive variable or a reference variable. It is a variable. And this is a literal, right? So literals are the values. Values you are assigning to the respective variables, right? For example, can I do like this? Int x equals to true. We can't do that, right? So what we have to learn in this topic, literals, is what are the types of values are there? Values are nothing but a constant value. Literals are constant values. Can I say literals are constant values which cannot be changed, right? Constant 99 is a constant. Throughout the program, the value remains same. And true is a constant. SRI is a constant value, which is called as literals. What are the types of literals we have? And where we can assign this, where we cannot assign this, this all we have to study in this literals topic. Okay, let's start with types of literals. Types of literals. So first one, simplest one is Boolean literals. Second one, character literals. Third one, string also, they given a special literal here, guys. String literals. We have a big story for a string. We will discuss at different places. Integer literals. Number 5, floating point literals. Number 6, simplest is the null literal. Null also a literal. right? These are the types of literals we have. We have to explore this one by one. Boolean literals. For example, I am declaring a Boolean variable. Boolean b equals to true. So Boolean literal, you are assigning to a Boolean variable. Character I am taking. Char ch equals to a in single quote is a character literal. So assign character literal, you are assigning to character variable. String, anything placed in the double quotation, anything placed in the double quotation is called as a string literal. Any characters, any characters, any number of characters placed inside the double quotation marks is called as a string literal. String literal you are assigning to string variable. Similarly, integer, say int x equals to 1, 2, 3 is an integer literal. Floating point, say double d equals to 9.9 is a floating point. And still you can have string str. If I don't have a string literal, I can assign a null also default to this. Null is a Boolean literals. You can assign to Boolean type variables. Character literals like this. You can assign to character variables. String literals placed in double quotation. You can assign to string. Integer numbers. You can assign to integer data types. Integer data types we have 4: byte, short, int, long. Any one you can use. Floating point literals. Any floating point numbers you can assign to floating point data types called float and double. Null is the default value for any reference variable, not only string. It can be a hello class, customer class, anything you can assign a default value null, which is a literal. Okay, these are all the 6 types of literals. Let's start explore one by one. We'll start with the Boolean literals first. Guess how many Boolean literals are there? How many Boolean literals are there, guys? Only 2. Very good. Only 2 Boolean literals. What are 2? True, false. That's it. All are small. True or false. All are small in case. All are small in case. So Boolean literals, where you can assign, which type of variable you can assign. Boolean literals can be assigned only to Boolean type variables. Boolean literals can be assigned to Boolean type variables. And remember, Boolean is not at all compatible to any other types. Boolean is only the Boolean is separate. At least numbers if you take, for example, I have a double d equals to 9. 9 is integer. 9 is integer. Can I assign to double? Yes, at least something. Internally, some conversion can happen. Some conversion can happen. Directly, we can't assign because different types. This is integer literal, this is double type. But kind of conversion mechanism is there. So there are some data types which can be converted from one type to another type. Some types conversion not possible. You can say those conversion not possible means not compatible, incompatible. Conversion possible means compatible. Especially Boolean is not at all compatible with any other types. Boolean is not compatible with any other types. Means you can't assign a Boolean to integer or a char or a double or a float, whatever, not compatible. So remember that point. Boolean literals are not compatible with any other types. So you can assign the Boolean literals to true or false. You can assign it to the Boolean variable and are not compatible with any other types. Very simple types, right? Now we'll just do small labs for experiment purpose. This is a part 2 of module 2. Was the previous lab number we have done? Part 1. Last lab is 17, right? Okay. Now we have to start with 18. Okay. Take the command prompt also ready. You always, entire core Java, you practice on the command prompt notepad only. Don't go for the Eclipse. After doing all, you will understand the value of my suggestion. Okay. So first, very simple lab, Boolean B1 equals to true. Is this line is okay or any problem? Boolean B2 equals to false. Is that fine? Only two possibilities you can assign, either true or false. So one time I'm assigning true, second is the B2, print B2. So any chance to get errors in this program? This program will compile and run successfully and gives the output as just true and false. Okay, let's do that. Java C lab 18.java. A true false, right? Fine. Now 19 lab. Boolean B1 equals to, or Boolean B equals to 1, I am assigning, printing that. I think this program will compile and run successfully. What do you say? Will it compile? So the point you have to take here is, guys, this point. So I'm using a sentence not compatible, not compatible. Another word we can use incompatible, right? Do that. Let's do compile it. Compile time error. Incompatible types. Int cannot be converted to Boolean. So it is not, Boolean is not compatible to others means compatibility is not there, convertibility also not there. Can I convert one type to another type? To decide that, first those two must be compatible. When the data types are compatible, then those are convertible. Remember the sentence. If compatible, then you can convert those, then convertible. And remember, in our program, in our course, this error, incompatible types, the error message, you're going to see more than 200 times. If you have energy, you count it. This incompatible types message, incompatible types, this message, you're going to see 200 plus times throughout the course. So very many cases, we need to understand this very deeper. This is CT error, right? Compile time error, incompatible types. So any other things can I assign to Boolean? Not possible. Only Boolean types, true or false, can be assigned to a Boolean variable. Clear? And int cannot be converted to Boolean. Similarly, reverse also. Boolean also you can't assign to integer. Boolean also you can't assign to integer. Boolean cannot be converted to int. Int cannot be converted to Boolean because these are incompatible types. Clear? So the point you are learning is in this lab, int and Boolean are incompatible types. So we cannot convert int to Boolean or Boolean to int. Not possible. Done. Lab number 20. Okay. So I am declaring, see this carefully. True equals to true. Is this okay? This line is okay? So what happens when I compile and run this program? Which is a keyword, Naveen? So there are two parties again, guys. There are two parties again. Some are telling yes, some are telling no. Means same concept I am telling. Some are understanding in one way, some are understanding in other way. But you have to act like a compiler. See, compiler always standard, right? Whether compiler will change? No. Compiler compiles the program always in the uniform way. So your thought process also should be in a same way, means you should do the groundwork. So what happens? Will it compile or not? Hari is telling yes. One no is there. Ramesh is telling no. Pankaj is telling no. So I want Govardhan also telling no. So I want the Pavani also telling no. I want why no from you. Whoever told no, I will run behind you. Tell me why no it is. What do you think? Just tell me what do you think? Why you are telling no? There may be some reason, or simply you are throwing no or yes. Might be some thought in your mind, right? Tell me that. True equals to true. No. What is the objection, Ramesh, in that? Raise the clear point. True is not a keyword. Yes, true only. True is not a keyword. B equals to true is not correct. That's what I'm telling. Why it is not correct? True is not a Boolean value. Yes, true is, you are telling all the sentences correctly, but you are not connecting to the logic of the program. See, guys, see, this is very simple. We already discussed. See here, I'll come to this again in different way. Can I declare a variable? I am declaring integer variable like this. Int equals to 10. Is this statement right or wrong? Tell me. Is this statement right or wrong, guys? What is int? This is data type, correct? What is 10? Is my integer literal. Very good. What is this as per syntax, guys? What is this as per syntax? As per syntax, this is a variable. Am I right? This is a variable. So whether this variable is valid identifier or not? Is this a valid identifier or not? It is a valid identifier. Correct? Now, you take this line, whatever I am rounding, you tell me this line is right or wrong. This line is right or wrong, guys. This line is correct. So in this line, I am declaring a variable called true. My variable name is true. Can I declare a variable with the name true? Can I declare a variable name with the true? Yes, I declared a variable with the name true. In the true variable, what value is there? In true variable, what value is there? In true variable, I am assigning true literal. True variable has true literal. Now, true is a variable. Capital T, true is a variable. Can I assign a one variable to another variable? Yes, we can assign a one variable to another variable. Now, capital T, true is a variable which contains the true literal, which I am assigning to the B. Now, B contains the literal called true. That will be displayed. This program compiles and runs successfully. Is that clear? Still any objections that this program will not compile? Any doubts on this? These are very minute, smaller things, observations. This is not a big deal, right? No logic. Sujita is telling Boolean B equals to true. So again, Sujita, you did not understand my point at all. So whatever code I have written, again I am writing. Sujita, you answer it. I am declaring a variable Boolean true. Is the variable declaration right or wrong? Boolean true. Is the variable declaration right or wrong? Tell me, guys. I'll assign a false here. Whatever I want, I'll assign. Correct? In this line, see, this is you call as a line number 1. Okay? This is the line number 2. Line number 1, Sujita, line number 1, we are declaring a variable true and assigning a value false. I will assign any variable. I am declaring a variable true, Boolean type. Boolean type means I can assign a true value, false value, it is my wish. Correct? So whether line number 1 is right or wrong. Line number 1 is right or wrong. Line number 1 is correct. What are you doing in the line number 1? What are you doing in the line number 1? What are you doing in the line number 1? What are you doing in the line number 1? Line number 1 is a variable declaration statement, right? It is a Java statement. Line number 1 is a Java statement, which is a variable declaration statement. Variable declaration statement. In this line number 1, I am writing the same plain English. In line number 1, we are declaring Boolean variable with the name. What's the name of the Boolean variable? True. Is that okay? This point is clear. In the line number 1, I am declaring a Boolean variable with the name true. Assigning a value false. Now, true is a variable. Will you accept that? Capital T, true is a variable. Yes. Can I assign a one variable to another variable? This is, see, this is line number 2. What are you doing? Line number 2, you are not assigning a literal to variable. There is a difference between this and this. Suppose I'll extend this. Line B1 equals to this. One more line I am writing. B2 equals to true. Any difference between line number 2 and 3? Any difference between line number 2 and 3, guys? There is a difference, right? So what are you doing in line number 2? What are you doing in line number 2? Line number 2, you are assigning a variable value into B. Line number 2, you are assigning a variable value into B1. But line number 3, you are directly assigning a literal to the B2. Line number 3, you are assigning a literal true. All small means literal to B2. Line number 2, you are assigning a variable value into the B1. The difference is clear? Now I changed the program a little bit. So is this entire will compile, right? What is the B1 value now? What is there in B1 place? B1 contains the false. False, you are assigning to, see, this all I'll do again. If I do like this, you won't get any objection. Boolean x. X is a variable. Do you have any objection? You confused, only I made a confused statement. So this program is very clear, right? Now false is a literal, guys. I'm assigning to x. X is a boolean. X is a boolean. So I can assign a false assigning. Then x variable has a value. X is a variable which has a value called false. The x variable value I'm assigning to B1. Instead of taking x, I taken this to confuse. Right? So this program will compile and run successfully and gives the output false and true. Am I right, guys? Yes or no? Compile it. Lab number 20. I hope everybody got cleared about the doubts. Clear? Very good. So I'll give one more lab. I think this is not there in booklet. 20A. If I am writing any lab A, B, something like this, mostly that is not there. If possible, I'll update. Otherwise, you have to write down. I can't guarantee to update the booklet always. Very simple lab. I explained whatever story I explained. If you understand my story till now I explained, you have to answer this correctly, guys. Simple lab. Think and tell me what happens. Think and tell me. Whatever I told till now, I just explained this. Okay, most of you writing error. Okay, at least you're right. But I want a reason for why it is giving error. Why error? What's the reason for the error, guys? You have to think like a compiler now. You know many things. You know many things. You know many things. But the way when you're applying, you have to think like a compiler. Okay. See, guys, what happens in this is I'll do this in a same thing. I'll ask you in different way. I am writing int a equals to b semicolon print a. Okay, this is my program. Main method beginning, main method end. Remaining story same. Only like how 2 lines are there. Here also I am writing 2 lines. What happens in this case? What happens in this case, guys? Error. I want a reason, Lakshmi. Naveen came to the point, cannot find a symbol, and Hari Shankar, B is not defined, B is not assigned to local variable. First, B is assigned to local variable, you came, Urshali. But thing is, can I use a variable without declaring? Can I use a variable without declaring? First fundamental rule. First rule, fundamental rule, if you want to use a variable, it must be declared. You know how to declare the variable? How to declare? Suppose I want to declare a variable B. I want to declare a variable B. How to declare? Int B. You declare the variable first. Assign if you want to value, assign, otherwise don't do that. But variable has to be declared. So here is a what is B. Compiler will see this program, guys. Compiler, when seeing the program, compiler has to understand what is int. It will see that. Compiler will say what is int. Okay, it is data type. Okay, allowed. What is A? You're declaring a variable A. Fine. What is equals? Operator. Okay, operator also allowed. Equals operator allowed. Okay. What is B? Compiler will say, think that what is B here? Is it a literal? Is it a literal? B is not a literal. Is it a operator? No. What is this? It will consider this as a variable only. It is a variable. It will consider as a variable. Oh, you are using a variable B. If you are using a variable B, where you declare this? Where you declare this variable? Where you declare this variable? Have you declared the variable? No, you didn't declare the variable. Can you use the variable without declaration? You can't use. So it will tell that now cannot find the symbol. The symbol B, I don't know what it is. The symbol B, not there. I don't know what is this. Please tell me about. Compiler will ask you, cannot find the symbol. Which symbol? Symbol is B. Where? In the given class. It will tell that the symbol, I don't know what is this. And here it will come. System is a class. Out is a variable. Println is a method. A is a variable declared above. So it is recognizing everything. Every symbol it will recognize. It will process word by word, symbol by symbol. Compiler will see what is this data type, valid or not, valid only. What is this variable? So is it a valid identifier? Rules are followed? Yeah, followed. Equals operator. In the syntax allowed here? Yes, allowed. For example, if you write like this, int a equals to or int a plus 10. Can I do this? Int a equals to 10. Okay, right. As per syntax, data type, variable name, equals operator, and the literal allowed. Data type I am writing, variable okay, literal okay, but plus you are using. So compiler knows after variable name and before the literal, there must be equal operator, assignment operator. You are using something different operator. Compiler tells, no boss, I won't accept this. And this is okay. Like this, every symbol compiler checks. If anything not identified by the compiler, it tells what is this? I'm not getting what is this. It gives there. So now similarly, you tell me guys, understand clearly. What is the Boolean in the syntax? What is the Boolean in the syntax? We started today's session with the same line. That is a data type. Is that a valid data type? Yeah, valid only. Valid only. Next, what is the B? Is a variable. And every variable must be a valid identifier. It has to follow the identifier rules. So whether you are following identifier rules here, are you following the identifier rules? Yes, following. Yes, following. Correct. Next, equals operator. In the syntax, allowed this? Yeah, allowed. Next, what is this? Is this a literal? Is this a literal? No. Then what else? If not, if it is not a literal, this will be considered as a variable. Am I right? This will be considered as a variable. True, capital T is a variable. Have you declared that variable? You did not declare the variable. Then why are you using the variable without declaration? Compiler will get angry and say, boss, I don't know what is this. Ask compiler. Understand how compiler, you have to think like compiler, guys. That's how you are. When you are able to think like compiler, then you are the master in Java, expert in Java. Means if I give a piece of code, you have to see like compiler, line by line, you have to track like compiler, where is the problem, where is the problem. If you can pick the problem, then you are thinking like compiler. Right. Now we will go to compiler. 20A. See, cannot find a symbol. Clearly telling us, cannot find a symbol. Which symbol? Take the whole error message. It is telling line number 4 clearly. Line number 1, 2, third is the space, and this is the 4. Line number 4, error, compile time error. What it is telling? Cannot find a symbol. Which symbol? It is clearly identified true as a variable. Am I right? True is identified as a variable only. Compiler is identifying this as a variable. That's what clearly telling. See, where, which symbol not found? Symbol is variable true. True variable is not there. It means you did not declare that. Where? In which location? Location is class lab 20A. This is the class 20A, right? In class 20A, variable true is not there, not declared by you. Is that clear, guys? Is that clear? About a Boolean, nothing to learn. You declare a Boolean variable. You declare a Boolean variable. You can assign it two literals, true, all small, false, all small. That's it. And these are all experiments. So when you go for any written test, an interview, the question something you find, they'll ask straight away. They won't ask Boolean true, something like that. They'll ask tricky questions. There's no complexity, right? These are all the basic fundamentals. The common mistakes you do, these only. These all I framed as various labs. All right. So any doubts about a Boolean variables, guys? Boolean literals, guys? Any variables about Boolean literals? No, very good. Next. Next is the character, most important and biggest topic. Character literals. Character literals we will assign to char type only. Character literals means definitely we have a specific type called char. So what I can say? Character literals will be assigned to char type variables. Char type variables. You declare char type variable and assign this character literals to those char type variables. We know char takes 2 bytes, right? Char type 2 bytes. And char is the signed or unsigned? Char is signed or unsigned? Char is signed or unsigned, guys? Unsigned. Unsigned means I can store negative numbers. Am I right? Unsigned means I can store negative numbers. Unsigned means only positive numbers. Only positive numbers. Only positive numbers. What is the range of char? What's the range of char? 0 to 65535. Very good. Wonderful, guys. Wonderful. Right. Now, right? Okay. Character literals, varieties are there. So many varieties are there. Character literal can be represented in 5 ways. 5 ways to represent character literal. Number one. One we already discussed. How to represent a character literal? What we have shown in the previous examples, in the previous sessions. How to represent a character literal? Representation I am asking. Representation in the program. Okay, let it be. One is single character enclosed in single quotation marks. Single character enclosed in single quotation marks. Only single quotation marks, not double quote. Double quote means it will go to string again. String is different, char is different. Make it so clear. String is different, char is different. So only single quotation allowed for the character literal. Number one. Number two, escape sequence. Number three, number four, and number five. These are same character. You can represent in the decimal, you can represent in the hexadecimal, you can represent in the octal, but in different styles. The character can I represent in ASCII also? You can also represent its ASCII value. Number four, a character can be represented as Unicode character also. Unicode character also. A character can be represented as octal character also. So you should have a knowledge on hexadecimal number system and octal number system. Many we have little bit, I think I'll explore it, no worries. A character literal means you can represent in these 5 ways. Single character, exactly one character. Single character means exactly one character enclosed in single quotation marks. And escape sequence is a combination of two characters, backslash and a symbol. Next, ASCII value. Every character has the ASCII value, the number directly you can assign to this. Unicode character. I'll show here in examples. For example, first one. If I take a CH is my character, single character enclosed like this, capital A, enclosing in a single quotation marks. Next, escape sequence. Backslash use and T. T means tab. It is a 2 characters. Only in the escape sequences, 2 characters allowed. Backslash means 1 extra character allowed. And in the regular way, we can't use 2 characters. Next, ASCII value. In a character, we can also store the 65 as an integer. It seems like integer, but which is an ASCII value, it takes that. Unicode also. I shown the Unicode somewhere in the previous session. Have you remembered the Unicode style? Unicode character representation. Backslash. Very good. Backslash U. Backslash U. 65. Same A, capital A, you can write like this. Capital A's ASCII value you can write. Capital A's Unicode representation. What is the capital A's Unicode representation? 65 you convert to hexadecimal, guys. Hexadecimal 65, how you do? Hexadecimal conversion, I hope. This is the powers of hexadecimal. 16 power 0, 16 power 1, 16 power 2. Right? And so on. So it means what hexadecimal number is equivalent to 61? For Unicode, you have to write a quotation like here. I didn't complete that. See, 64 means, sorry, 65. Can I write a 64 plus 1? 64 means, can I say 64 means 16 fours are 64 plus 1. Can I say 41? Hexadecimal 41 is equivalent to decimal 65. Hexadecimal 41, guys. Convert to decimal 41. 1 into 16 power 0. I hope you know this, but anyway, if not clear, please ask me. 1 into 41 I have taken. 1 into 16 power 0 plus 4 into 16 power 1. That's it, only two digits. So this is 1 plus 4 into 16 is 64, which is 65. Decimal 65 is equivalent to hexadecimal 41. So you write here 0041. Put in the single quote. This is the representation of Unicode character in the hexadecimal. Unicode character means you have to write /u and a 4-digit hexadecimal number 410041. If I print CH4, can you tell the output of CH4? It is nothing but a capital A only, guys. It is nothing but a capital A only. If I print CH3, it prints A only. If you print CH1, A only. The same A, single character enclosing a single quotation marks. Same, it's ASCII I am writing. It's Unicode I am writing. One more is there, guys. Octal. CH5 equals to. Octal means you have to write only backslash, and 3-digit octal number you have to write. What's the 3-digit octal number for 65? 65 convert to the octal. What is the octal powers? 8 power 0, 8 power 1, 8 power 2, and so on. So 64 means 65 I want means, is it 64 1? 8 8's 64 means can I take 101, guys? Octal 101 is equivalent to decimal. This also prints here only. I'll come back, Banu Prakash. So from this, I will explore it. Each one I'll go again. This is not the entire summary. We'll spend a lot of time. Here, I am just summarizing all that. Again, we'll go for individual topic and we'll discuss that. So here, the summary, what I want to show to you guys, a character can be represented in 5 ways. A single character enclosing single quotation marks like this. Oh, it has gone. Or escape sequence, a special case it is. And a character can also be represented in ASCII, Unicode, or octal. If you forget about this escape sequence for some time, that we will use only special case. Normal character, see capital A, if I want in my program, I can represent like this, single character capital A in a single quotation marks, or its ASCII value, or its Unicode value, or its octal value. This is key summary. Let's start with each one. We'll start elaborating first point. Single character enclosed in single quotation marks. Okay. Single character enclosed in single quotation marks. Let's start do a lab. 21. Single character only, guys. Remember, only one character should be enclosed. Exactly one. 0 characters not allowed. 2 characters not allowed in single quotation marks. 0 characters not allowed. 1 character not allowed. 2 characters not allowed. 2 or more not allowed. Exactly one and only one character allowed in the single quotation marks. That is a character letter first style. Now I'll just take a simple first valid lab. Character CH1 equals to. Is this valid or not, guys? Is this valid or not? Char CH1 equals to small a in single quote. Is it okay? Okay. Then CH2 equals to capital J in the bracket. Capital J in the bracket. CH3 equals to 5 in the bracket. 5 also a character, right? 5 also a character from the character set. I can unclose single one. Okay, very good. 4. I am keeping a dollar and the dollar or a star, whatever symbol. Can I keep the dollar in single quotation marks? Yes. These are all valid cases, right? All are valid cases. I am keeping single character from character set. So I don't have any objection from compiler. So I think this program will compile, right? This program will compile and run successfully. Just prints that A, capital J, $5, something like that. 21 to compile. Done. It prints that. No problem. Okay. Now let's start the experiments. Listen carefully, guys. Lab 22.java. Character ch equals to inside a ch. I am not writing any character. See, deleting a. How many characters inside a single quote now? How many characters inside a single quote, guys? 0. Can I have a 0 characters? Can I have a 0 characters? No, not allowed. Okay, next one. Inside a single quote, I am giving one space. So now no characters, one space. Can I have one space in a single quote? Yes. Can I have two spaces in a single quote? No, no, Ramesh, two spaces. Two space is a character. I told you no, right? One character only. See, this is empty. Means here I'll write a comment for your understanding. Here I am giving 0 cars, which is not allowed. Here I am giving 2 cars. Space is a character, right? So 2 cars, not allowed. Error. Next, I am using AB. AB, can I? Ramesh, can I write AB? No, guys, you can't do that. Next, backslash, single character. It seems like you feel yes, but there are some characters which are not allowed as single character also. Backslash is the one which is not allowed actually. Why backslash not allowed? I'll tell you later. Remember it. Backslash as a single character not allowed. Why it is not allowed, we will understand. Yeah, Vrishal has given answer anyway, but see this. So one more I am doing. I want to keep single quote inside a single quote. See, this is 3 single quotes. Means one single quote, another single quote, another single quote. My intention is single quote also a character. Am I right? Single quote also a character. So single quote character I want to represent. To represent a character, single quote is syntax. But I want to represent that. This is again a violation of that because here you can't use single quote inside a single quote. The reason is single quote is used as a syntax representation. Single quote is a part of syntax to represent a character literal. So when you use single quote, single quote, single quote, compiler will confuse. It will consider that, okay, this single quote, over. 2 single quotes given. Between that, you didn't give any characters. Compiler will give an error like that. So understanding the syntax is tough. Any characters which are used as a part of some other syntax, you can't represent as you like. Okay, we'll see that again. So we have a 5 statements, guys, here. These 5 are error cases. Am I right? Very clearly, 5 are the error cases. So printing unnecessary. I'm removing printing statement also. Right? So definitely this program has to give more errors. Yeah, this is CH5. Yes, correct. 22. So many errors. 13 errors are there. 13 errors. Empty character literal is not allowed. Right? The same, the line it is interpreting as 3 errors are there. Means compiler fully confused what to do, syntax. Right? So overall, not allowed. These are error cases. These are all error cases. You can't do any of this. Right? Now, 23. 23. Can I have one space? Can I have one space? CH1, you see, currently no. One space I am giving. One space, okay? Yeah, fine. Next. Second one, can I use a one tab? Tab, you know, right? Tab. But when I press a tab, see, I'm keeping the symbol, single quote immediately, pressing the tab on the keyboard, tab, T-A-B, tab. You got a lot of space. This is allowed or not, you have to answer it. It seems like you have so many spaces, right? It seems like so many spaces. But how many characters are enclosed in the double quotation marks now? How many characters enclosed, guys? How many characters enclosed? This is only one character. Tab looks like you have so many spaces. I'm not doing like this. See, if I do, see this. Space, if I'm pressing the space symbol on the keyboard, 1 space, 2 spaces, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spaces. Now you pressed 10 characters from keyboard. You're given a 10 inputs, 10 characters, not allowed from the single quote. It gives error. 2 also not allowed. 1, okay. But here in CH2 case, how many keys you given? And remember, it looks like you have so many spaces, but there is only one character defined there, that is a tab. This is absolutely allowed. The syntax is allowed. Syntax is allowed. And we got a problem for a backslash, right? Because backslash is a part of escape sequence syntax. Now, forward slash. Can I use a forward slash? Can I use a forward slash? Yes. Forward slash, okay. Because forward slash is not there in any of the syntaxes. So Pavani's question is how the system knows whether it is a tab or a more spaces. See, Pavani, when I use the shift and arrow, the first one you see, remove the space. I am pressing 1 space, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Now, when you use the shift and arrow, one arrow, again arrow. See, you are going as the char by char, right? Yes or no? Pawan, you are seeing this? You see this arrow. Right arrow I'm moving. 1 space, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 spaces are there. You do the same in the tab. 1 press I'm doing. See, entire taken as a 1 means it is already system recognizing this is a tab symbol, right? It takes is a tab or a space, it remembers. So allowed. So I think these 3 cases success, right? These 3 are success or not? These 3 are valid syntaxes. Yes, you can do that. 23 is valid, guys. I did a mistake, I think. Oh, the spaces I given more spaces, right? Not removed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. Remove all. 1 space give. Yeah, I done that. Okay. Anyway, no output. We didn't print it. Just we are checking the characters allowed or not. So is that clear about a single characters? Which are allowed, which are not allowed? Any character from Java character set. Any one character from Java character set allowed in the single quotation marks. Only two not allowed. What are two not allowed in single quotation marks to represent a character literal? Only two not allowed to represent a character literal, that is single quote itself and the backslash. Single quote, backslash, you can't do like that. Okay. So that's about next one. What is second one? No, go here. Second one, escape sequence. Escape. Or first one, you see, first one again, I'm revising single character enclosed in single quotation marks. Okay. So in this, any character allowed in single quotation marks, but exactly one allowed, right? Exactly one allowed. Exactly one means no zero, no two. And two characters not allowed. Two not allowed. What are two not allowed, guys? Single quote itself, backslash, not forward slash, Pavitra. Forward slash allowed, right? Yeah, backslash not allowed. Why? Backslash is a part of escape sequence syntax. Single quote is a part of character syntax. These you have to represent specially as a escape sequences. So go next. Second one is the escape sequences. Escape sequences. These are a special characters. These are a special characters with the two character combination. One is the backslash fixed. Second is whatever character you want to represent. So escape sequence is combination of two characters. Escape sequence is combination of two characters. First character is backslash. Second character is, what is second character? What is the second character? Can I use B slash backslash B backslash X? Whatever I want to use, can I use, or any restrictions? You can't use as you like. You can't use as you like, because whatever characters, remember it, whatever characters you can't represent as it is, those only how to use here. Like backslash N, slash N allowed, backslash T allowed, backslash B maybe in Java a doubt, like backslash. Now backslash we can't represent, right? Directly single quote backslash, you can say backslash. I want to use single quote. I want to display single quote. Directly we can't represent single quote as a character. Use backslash single quote, even backslash double quote. So whatever characters you have a problem to represent directly, those shown as escape sequences, like a tab, a new line, right? And a single quote, double quote, backslash. These are the special symbols. Only some special symbols given as escape sequences. But here we are violating the rule of now. If you go back to the previous, we are telling only a single character must be enclosed in, only exactly one character allowed, single character only. But coming to escape sequences, it is a 2 characters. One is a fixed backslash. Second character is a special character which is not getting a direct provision to represent. So clear? These are escape sequences. Now just do some labs and escape sequences. 24. Lab number 24. Okay. Now ch1 equals to, can I use a backslash, which takes only one first backslash is a part of syntax. What is the character you are representing here? What is the character you are representing here, guys? What's the character you are representing here? You are representing one backslash, because I can't represent a backslash directly. To represent a backslash, I am using escape sequence syntax. First backslash is a part of escape sequence syntax. Second backslash is the character I am writing. And now I will do like backslash single quote. Single quote we did not represent directly. Previously we got a syntax error, right? System.out.println. So what is the ch1 it prints? What is the output of ch1, please? Only backslash. First is the syntax, second is the character. Next ch2, backslash single quote. Single quote only, very good. Single quote only, it will 24. Oh, I did my typo. Typo. Yeah. Compiled successfully. Backslash and like other symbols we have backslash t, backslash n, double quote, others we can use, right? Then we have lab number 25. Can I use any character using the escape sequence syntax? Can I use any character with my wish to represent escape sequence like this? After this, I will backslash plus I'll use. Can I? Backslash p I am using. Backslash a I am using. A is there in C, C++. Alert is there, but in Java we check it. 3. Tell me, guys, these can I represent? Why we can't represent this? See, plus can I write directly in a single quote? Plus, I can write directly in a single quote. I don't have any objection for that. Because you have directly providing a facility to represent a single character plus in a single quote, again, escape sequence format is unnecessary for you. But backslash, I can't represent a single character in single quotation marks. That's what escape sequence format is required. P, you can write a P in a single quote happily, no trouble for you. So escape sequence format, unnecessary for that. And a single quote, I can't represent in a single quote. That's what I need escape sequence format for that. So is that clear? Fine. You just, I think printing also unnecessary, because anyway it gives the compile time errors, right? Do that. No, not 24, 25 we have to compile. So we got many errors, right? Printing also unnecessary, leave that. See errors. Illegal escape sequence. Illegal escapes character plus is illegal escape character. Again, see, P is illegal escape character. Again, see, A is illegal escape character. For a one line, 3 errors. For one line, 3 errors. For one line, 3 errors. We written a 3 lines, we got a 9 errors. The main reason is you used illegal escape character plus P, A are the illegal escape characters used. This is CT error. Done, guys? Next. Some more experiments on this 26.java. I have double quote I want to represent. You can also represent escape sequence double quote. Yes, allowed. And escape sequence single quote also allowed. This is the first double quote. This is single quote. Double quote and single quote. And you can also use backslash. Already I think I represented, right? Backslash I represented. Now you print it. This is not required, I think. Yeah. System dot out dot println. A is anyway illegal, right? Single quote and double quote. Single quote and double quote. This anyway we can't represent. Why single quote can't be represented? Because single quote is a part of syntax to represent a character letter. Double quote also syntax, part of a syntax to represent a string letter. Your string you're writing in a double quote only. So whatever characters which are used as a part of some syntaxes, those can't be represented directly. Those has to be represented as escape sequences. So what do you think about this lab? I think 26 has to compile and run successfully and prints the single quote and double quote. Done. Double quote and single quote. 27. Right? So I am preparing a string here. A string we know a little bit. We can start using string str equals to, I am writing something. String str equals to welcome to JLC. Okay? I'm just printing it. I think nothing new in this, right? It seems super easy. Correct? Cool. But my requirement is when you're displaying the output, in the output, I want to write like this, guys. Welcome, okay, to, okay, JLC, okay. But JLC, I want to keep in the double quotation marks. JLC, I want to keep in the double quotation marks. Output should come like that. So easy. What's the problem? JLC want double quotation. Keep the double quotation here and double quotation here. Is this okay? Now, tell me. Syntax problem. See, your compiler will confuse, right? How compiler will confuse, you see? You are writing welcome to double quotation here, double quotation here, one double quotation. No. This is how you are written, right? If you write like this, double quotation here, double quotation, 4 times. So compiler will start parsing the syntax. Okay, double quotation found. Double quotation found means you are writing a string literal. Compiler will think like that. Okay. Then after double quotation, some characters are there coming. Here double quotation found. whenever here double quotation found, compiler thinks that, okay, this is the beginning, this is the ending, over one literal found. After literal found, suppose I am writing like this, str equals to double quotation, opening, hello, closing. After closing, I'll write a semicolon, right? I'll write a semicolon. So it will consider that this double quotation is the end of this opening, and it will consider a semicolon here. And after that, it is expecting a semicolon here. Then it is thinking, here again a JLC is there. Man, this is not given in double quote. Okay, double quote missing here. Here one double quote extra coming. Like this, it will understand in a different way. Compiler will understand the syntax in a different way. You tell that this is not the end of this quotation. This is not the end of this quotation. The last is end of this quotation. So whichever characters, here double quotation is a part of your syntax. So compiler should not confuse that which is the beginning, which is the ending. So whichever part of syntax, use double quotation directly like this. And in between, I want a double quotation as a data, my character in my input data. So that you have to represent as escape sequence. Understand, guys? So if I run this, compiler will cry, I think, right? It can't understand your syntax. 27 has to be compiled time error. Am I right? Get the error first. Yes. See, semicolon expected is telling, oh, I need a semicolon here. Why it is asking semicolon? Beginning, closing, here, closing found. So it is all keeping arrow also. See, arrow telling I want a semicolon here. So it is understanding like that. So error. How to avoid this kind of things? Whenever a double quotation you want inside a double quotation, use escape sequences. I am not touching this error. Keep the error for your practice. 28 I am writing, guys. What to do? This, after this, I want as escape sequence. So it will represent as this. Again, here two are there. First is as a part of my data. The last is the, so in between, I'm using escape sequences for double quotation. Now it prints your output as, 28. Compile. See, welcome to JLC in double quotation. We got it. Okay. Yes. Next, one more on this 29 dot show. Slash U I am writing. Tell me. 29 slash U. So have you seen anywhere slash U? We used, I think. I shown that slash U somewhere. Maybe in today's session I have shown, previous session also I have shown that. Unicode syntax, right? Very good. For Unicode slash U, then you need to write a 4 digits, guys. Digit 1, digit 2, digit 3, digit 4 in a single code. This is style of Unicode. Slash, backslash, U and 4 digits. But you are writing backslash U. It will, what it has to consider? It has to consider as escape sequence or Unicode character. It looks like Unicode or escape sequence. It has to consider as escape sequence because Unicode means you have a 4 digits. So here, whenever U is there, after backslash U is there, under escape sequences, U is invalid, but okay for Unicode characters. So if it is considering as Unicode, then it will ask after Unicode you are writing 4 digits. 4 digits. But you are not writing 4 digits. Right? In any case, it has to give an error. 29. Illegal Unicode escape. Previously we got illegal escape character. Now it is telling this is Unicode escape, illegal Unicode escape. You can't do this. After you have to write illegal Unicode escape. Okay, that's about escape sequences. We are done at two types of characters, guys. So you ask me any doubts you have. First two completed. Done, done. Any doubts on this? Next, these three we'll study in the next session. Any doubts? Okay. We'll start in the next session, guys. We'll see remaining character literals in the next session.